Hello and welcome back to me not remembering where the menu buttons are. No, that's abort. Alright, that worked good enough. I don't remember this mission at all, but we have two... Okay, there we go. I was gonna say we have 2 hover tanks and 2 titans, which is not much. Hello. You just kind of hang out back there. For now. This seems like a reasonable place to possibly build a base, because there's some blue Tiberium right there. Fair amount of blue Tiberium right there. I don't see any other Tiberium though, so... There's already a stealth tank, unfortunately. That is not what I meant to do. Please go over there. Okay, we're fine. We got it. Surely there's some more Tiberium somewhere. Okay, there is more Tiberium around here. For some reason, by the way, stealth tanks do less damage to hover MLRS. I don't know why. But it's how it works. But anyway, here's where our base is apparently going to be. Let's build a few light infantry just to... because I don't know where the attacks are going to come from, so we're just going to plop them over there. I assume we're still going to be getting shot by Tiberium missiles. Or chemical missiles, or whatever. They are Tiberium missiles, effectively, because it does the little... poofy clouds that turn you into Tiberium fiends when they kill you. As they are wont to do, of course. Build a war factory. You can make us a bunch of money. We'll use the war factory to build a harvester to gather from that plot over yonder. And we'll do some basic infantry scouting here just to see what's going on other sides of our base, if anything. Some green Tiberium. Green Tiberium is, of course, good. Something. I don't know what's going on over there, but... we'll see. Probably just a route for Nod to take to murder all of my dudes. Hello? Oh. So there's a stealth tank over here. Which is, of course, because it fires missiles, extraordinarily weak to basic infantry, as you can tell there. Oh, you're not dead. There we go. Once a stealth tank is in critical health, it can no longer properly stealth, so pretty easy to deal with at that point. This dude's just gonna die in the Tiberium over here, and I feel kind of bad for him. Maybe he won't, I don't know. So there's a small batch of green Tiberium for our use over here, then. It appears to be... basically the bottom of the map here. I'm trying to find if it's accessible, like, anywhere else easily. Please gather the Tiberium. I'm assuming there's nothing over here, but we may as well check anyway. There could be some more Tiberium. It is accessible to something else over here. There's also some dudes showing up, and I think I just lost that infantry. Yep. Unfortunate, but, you know, whatever. This is a very skinny map, I've noticed. You've probably also noticed this as well. We're going to continue spreading our stuff out a little bit here. Not a lot, because I'm a lazy bum, but... plop them around. We already have a radar, right? Yeah, we can build an EMP cannon. Let's build a tech center. There's more Tiberium up here. Good to know. You go that way. Figure it out yourself. I had a dude. There you are. Alright. Well, we get to deal with this whole shenaniganry now. Otherwise known as the I clicked outside of the window and it is now exploding on me. Pause it. There's a save button somewhere. No, that's restate briefing. There's my briefing, yeah, alright. I can't really read it, but thank you. Where's the button? There it is. Where is save? Is this save? I think that's save. Where's my in progress? This is... it looks like nothing really going on your screen apart from it just running slower, but it's just flashing constantly on my other monitor, so... mission saved, okay. You can't see that menu either. You want to abort the mission. Abort. Please save me from this horrible thing I've done now. We gotta close out the game entirely. Main executable stopped working, I know. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Anyway, you'll be able to see the game here in a second. Don't worry your little heads. Maybe if you want to, you can worry your little heads. Who am I to say? But there we are. You can see it in progress 1. Load. I believe there's a program that I actually have to lock the mouse to Windows, but I think I have to have this running in order for that to work. And if I click outside of the window in order to tell it to lock my mouse to the window, it kind of breaks the game, so whatever, it's fine. Little firestorm generator. I don't really want one. Oh, we've already taken, there's a bunch of green Tiberian here. Right. So it looks like the pathway to me is either this here or this here. So I've only got really 2 access points. Oh right, I forgot about you. Also missiles. Forgot about you too. The little clouds of goop float around randomly, so you can either get really unlucky or lucky if you happen to be Nod. And they float off and do nothing, like most of these clouds are currently doing. Or you can get really, or wait. That was the other way around. Either way, they can float off and do nothing or murder all of your stuff. Let's put some pavement around stuff here. I can force them to show up in, like, right next to my war factory, where I should probably always have Titans. Or I could just force them to show up on the right side of my base by putting pavement down on the left side of my base. They will always choose the shortest path from showing themselves to hitting whatever they're attacking. There's an artillery piece right there, by the way. As it turns out, they have artillery. I wish I had artillery, don't you? Unfortunately, technically unfortunately I suppose, when we get around to Firestorm, I will be playing as GDI. Or sorry, not GDI, Nod. I will not be playing as GDI. So the only time you'll be seeing the Juggernaut is when I'm complaining about the fact that it's murdering all of my dudes, because it's a very powerful unit. I'm not going to fill my whole base with pavement, by the way. Or at least I'm not going to fill up my whole base and then build fences and stuff to actually block stuff from getting in relatively easily. I'm just going to plop down some pavement more or less like it is now. And then hope that works out alright. It should be good enough. Who just ran? Oh, my Harvester's killing people. Good job, Harvester. Where did that infantry go? Oh, he died over there. So there's a base over there that's stealthed. Fair enough. And it looks like really the only access point to my base is like somewhere around where my mouse pointer is. Unless there's another route. I don't know. Those guys are just patrolling, so. Probably stop building quite so many of you and go back to Titans. You might notice I don't use Wolverines a lot, because I'm not generally concerned about infantry, and if I am concerned about infantry, I can just... You can help with that. I can just walk the Titans over them, pretty much. I think those are just patrolling units. Looks like they are. All that blue Tiberium early in let us basically power build this base, which is fine by me. I do approve of that. I don't think either one of them actually shot at us. Whatever. This does appear to be the approach to the Nod base here, unless there's like, maybe we go around this way. Hello. That's an obelisk. Please run away from the obelisk. Thank you. Oh, there's artillery back there too. Good to know. Alright, so that's their base. It's basically that half of the map, probably. There goes the missile. It's right on the war factory again. As long as you're paying attention and you repair stuff quick enough, you can generally keep important buildings alive. You're not going to be able to keep like a power plant alive if it gets hit. Tiberium silo, I think, just dies to the missile, which is comical. At least it's not blowing up my tech factory anymore. My tech center, not factory. I could build a firestorm generator just to show it to you. This is a map where it's actually pretty easy to defend against missiles because it's a thin map, so the missile will always be coming from basically here. That's not always the case, unfortunately, but whatever. So you can basically build a very tiny firestorm wall segment to deal with it. Oh man, there's several obelisks of light apparently, as it turns out. You will always detect stealth units if you're directly adjacent to them, by the way. That does have to actually, there's the stealth generator. But first, there we go. Blow you up. It's a very fancy base entrance he's got over here. Or they've got over here, or whatever. Alright, so we've blown up at least one entrance worth of gates here. Get rid of these guys, blow that gate up because we can. And you guys may as well shoot at those for now. Actually, no, because you're being murdered by artillery. Which you're still going to continue being murdered by artillery, but you can kill them. There's yet another obelisk, which we're not going to be able to kill with this many titans. I don't think we'll be able to. Well, maybe we will. Ah, just barely. There's probably another obelisk. I don't think he's gonna make it up there. It's lasers. There's a missile launch right there. Or missile launcher. Missile launchette. We've lost our ability to make money. Panic. You four just kinda hang out back here. In case we get attacked. You guys can hang out kinda in the middle of the base, and you lot will come over here. So that's what the missile silo looks like. We've already blown one up. You have to have a missile silo in order to launch missiles. This obviously makes sense. There's another stealth generator back here somewhere. You can tell by that sound effect that's happening every time something drives through there. You go over there. Actually, this is much closer. I got one of my harvesters going like the marathon route that way. These titans should be able to handle it. I'll just move them a little closer to the edge of my base here. And they should be alright. You lot, I'd like an actual formation. Thank you. Alright. Let's move this way. We're also gonna blow up some of these laser fences so that we can possibly fit some more dudes through here a little bit quicker. Can you shoot over here? No. Right, blow that up too. That was like literally instant. There goes a missile. Alright, walk over there, I'll deal with this missile. You blew up my barracks, which is kind of like a dick move, I'm gonna be honest, because I wasn't even really using it, but now I have to rebuild it. It's very rude. You don't just blow up a man's barracks. Okay. Build it in the same spot, because otherwise I've got a hole in my concrete over there. Hello. They will always retreat to the nearest Tiberian patch because they regain health, much like any other Tiberian fiend. I don't know why you guys are up here, but since you are. I don't know what that just said. It said incoming something. Objective 2, destroy the base. Will do. You guys just kind of sit there for a second. Do whatever the heck you want, I don't care. It said incoming something, I thought, but perhaps not. Hello. Well, there used to be a stealth tank there. I also think I just heard some stuff go underground. Hello. Well, quite clearly there's a base over here. There's an obelisk. Hello. This is probably a missile launch. Please just shoot it, thank you. No, it's a construction yard. Fair enough.
On my way. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. On my way. No problem. On my way. You got it.
I think I just blew up one of my own Titans doing that, but whatever. My base under attack? No, you guys are just hanging out. Just hanging out, having a dandy. You can... I'm not going to do this very often, but sometimes I will. There's Nod's repair tank, by the way. They don't have a service depot, they have repair tanks. You can use mobile sensor arrays offensively to detect stealth buildings and stuff. You can also just force shoot where you know the building is and save yourself some hassle here. Hello, laser. We're gonna lose these Titans. I'm not terribly concerned. You've probably noticed. Well, there's the Nod. Or the hand of Nod, not the Nod. There's the Nod.
On my way. Yes, sir. Unit ready.
Alright, you guys can just kind of stand there for a bit. I will send you guys some reinforcements. I wish it wouldn't select harvesters when you had a bunch of military units in the box, but that is a thing for later. There's an engineer. There's a bunch of engineers. Hello. Probably coming to capture my MCV, as the AIs want to do.
Yes, sir.
They're very diligent, the AI, about capturing your MCV. You probably saw that video where they actually captured my MCV. I just ran something over somewhere. Where they captured my MCV and my war factory right as I built a harvester, so I basically just gave the AI a free harvester. Thankfully, the AI is not like the player in that they will not capture MCV and then immediately sell it, so you can just take your time to capture it back. They won't do anything with it, they'll just sit there. Unless it's a skirmish, and then they'll build a base inside of your base, somewhat comically.
Sir, unit ready.
What are you doing? I apparently need more Tiberian refineries because my harvesters are not being very efficient. You fools! Oh, right. That's a Banshee. It's the new Nod aircraft, which should mean we either have now or will soon have Orca bombers. Orca bombers are much more dangerous than the Banshee, because Orca bombers have an AoE attack.
Yes, sir.
They're a lot slower, so they can be taken out fairly easy, but if they get to their target is probably dead.
On my way.
And so is everything in a line around the target as well, for that matter.
Yes, sir.
They stop shooting to walls randomly. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Where is this? Is it here? Something here, I think. That's a refinery. Can't find where their stealth generator is. It's gotta be somewhere. There's a refinery there. A factory. I don't know where it is.
Yes, sir. Orders received.
Is there a missile launch up here? There's a stealth tank over here.
Orders received.
There's a bunch of banshees, apparently. So there must be something up here.
Yes, sir.
Ah, just their air arsenal.
No problem. Yes, sir.
By the way, I like the sound effect for the aircraft crashing. It just says whoops. It's great. Whoops. There's the stealth generator.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. On my way. Orders received.
Destroy the Nod base. Blow up all these because we can. There we go.
On my way.
Continue building units because we have them, and why the heck not? What is over here that you guys won't path to?
On my way.
Oh, nothing is over here. Alright. So the rest of the base is just back there. You guys go do something, I don't care. The level 1 little, whatever these things are, Tiberium themed things, won't actually do anything. They'll just run around. You can attack them if you want, but they're just gonna kind of hang out. If they consume another one of their fellow level 1 dudes, they'll become a level 2 dude, wherein they will then begin mass murdering everything near them with large quantities of damage. There's apparently another stealth generator over here. And a bunch of power plants. There's the stealth generator. Oh my lord, look at the power plants.
Got it. Yes, sir. You got it.
It's like a party over here, man. I was gonna say, imagine if I had an ion cannon, but the ion cannon's not actually good. Well, it is good, but it's not that good in this game compared to later versions. It has a very tiny AoE, but it will murder everything it hits instantaneously, but it won't hit very much at once. It can be used to kill a group of like tightly packed enemies or something like that. There was yet another stealth generator over there. As it turns out, this is why they had so many power plants. That squishing sound, man. Ah, such a squishy sound, right? Let's blow up the rest of this. We're just gonna ignore the infantry because they can't stop us, and we've already stepped on most of them. Please stop shooting the walls. I know they're there and you hate walls, but stop it. What did the walls ever do to you? There's another stealth generator, wow. They had a lot of stealth generators in this place. You guys can blow that up for me. And then we'll group these guys together and have them do their stuff. There's the silo, or the missile launcher that apparently just walked by. It is a missile silo, actually. There we go. I did it. Now we have to slowly blow up all of the useless structures that do nothing, despite being mission critical, apparently. It's not like you can build off of these or anything. You can't build anything with them. They have no power. They don't do anything. We could just capture them and use them. Oh, they sold defense. I wish you had sold everything else, but you just sold defense.
Yes, sir. On my way.
Hey, we finally did the primary objective. Which means it's just the destroy Nod base objective left.
Yes, sir. On my way.
Which should be basically done. There's a bunch of fences over here, unfortunately. That's all I know about is the bunch of fences. There could be stuff down here. Good check. Perhaps a laser or something? No lasers?
Moving out. Yes, sir.
Hmm.
Yes, sir.
Very strange that there's no lasers down here. I guess once you get past this defensive, you know, barricade over here, they weren't too concerned with it.
On my way. Orders received.
Don't even care that he's still there. He's just gonna follow my titans around.
On my way. Yes, sir.
I'm gonna spend a while blowing up fences. I hope you like the fences. The fence part of every mission so far. It's very lovely.
No problem.
If I could zoom in, I would show you the lovely one frame that these buildings now occupy. They have several frames of animation, but when they have no power, they default to the first frame and then just sit there. So that is electricity at the top of the thing there. It's just not doing anything. It's very strange.
On my way.
It's the same thing with the obelisk. It'll still have light, it just won't do anything. So I have blown up all of the Nod buildings because their harvester is now going to go on a rampage to try and murder me. It's on a journey. We must intercept it before it gets here. It's like a mad tank or something. It just explodes in a burst of Tiberian when it gets near something. God dang it. And now they're split up too, so I'll never be able to select all of them again. That's not what I told you to shoot. Those are walls. My units have something against walls, man. Everywhere they go, look at this guy. What did that wall do to you? Good job, he walked over there. Congratulations.
Unit ready. Awaiting orders.
You're just the ones I accidentally told to go somewhere else.
Unit ready.
Which I've now told to go somewhere else. Of no use to anybody, there it is.
Received. No problem. Awaiting orders.
Look at this train he's got following him, it's great. Oh, there's an infantry there. Hello, infantry. Having a grand old time over there.
Unit ready. No problem.
Oh, we got a freaking subterranean transport too. The subterranean transport does the same thing the harvester does. It'll just like show up near things and exist. It does that a lot too. What are you doing? I think he's trying to attack a harvester. And I think he's attacking a harvester as well.
Awaiting orders.
There we go. We did it! Hooray! My efficiency's probably garbage. Yep, because I wasted a bunch of Tiberium. Mostly because I didn't actually need that much Tiberium, I just built way too many harvesters. I always do that. I like harvesters. I hope you like harvesters too, because I build a lot of them. Now, I think these two missions cannot be done together. If I'm recalling the missions we have here, it's the same mission, different variations, so you only get to pick one.
Of two possible locations.
Oh, there you go, just tells you that.
Facility. Use the mutants to locate its whereabouts while remaining undetected. If detected, Nod will cloak the factory and deploy more troops. Hide the mutants, and Nod will once again uncloak their base. After the base location is recorded, GDI dropships will immediately arrive with reinforcements. Another possible location of the fighter production facility. Use the mutants to locate the position of the fighter production facility. They must remain undetected. If Nod suspects enemy forces, they will cloak their production facility and deploy troops. If the mutants can hide from the Nod troops for a short period, Nod will assume the area is clear and uncloak the base. Once we have recorded the location of the base, the mission will be complete.
So much like other Command & Conquer games that have this mission select screen, these are basically the same mission with different maps. It doesn't matter which you pick. I'm going to pick this one. You know, you can pick the south one if you want. It's the same mission, just you won't be going the same way as I will, even though I don't remember this. What is up with that square? There's a very visible square there for some reason. But anyway, I don't remember where exactly I'm going anyway, so it's going to be blind, much like most of these missions. Either way, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time, where I fumble my way towards that square because I want to know what's going on over there.